Well, hello again. Another video. This is basically in two parts. One is about coach lighting, and the second is another loco that just had a couple of days ago. First of all, let's go on to coach lighting. Now, I have some of these, mostly some of you have got them, which are the Pullmans with the little table lights in. I've got 4 of these, but if I put these on, the amount of power this draws off the track, because these feed off the track. So they're drawing power away from the locos. So it turned me off and I put them on, but this is just an example. So this is what they are. You can actually buy kits as well, which similar to this, where you have contacts on the wheels like this. But that's the thing with them, you're using power off the track. But what I've actually got, I've got some already, I'll show you a second, is some of these, which are coach lights in a kit form. What you get is a strip of LEDs, you get the wire, you get a reed switch, you get the battery box, and you get the battery. They're £6.50 a piece. These have been kindly sent to me from Layers for You. That's where they come from. They do all the stuff as well, but these are the ones that have been sent. And what they actually are is, this is what they look like. There's the LEDs. It's got double back tape on. They're on the back of there like that. There's the reed switch, which is stick on the roof. I just put mine with a bit of blue tack. A bit of blue tack there, just hold it down. There's the battery box with the battery in. And all you've got to do then is put this like this. And what I do with this bit goes into a little bit of the coach there, like that, in the back of there, like that. And it goes in a second, like that. Put that on there like that. And then what you need is a magnet. Now, I've got a batch of magnets. I had them from First for Magnets. And these are 2 centimetres by 1 centimetre by 2 millimetres thick. I've just stuck it on a lollipop stick, like this. And all you got to do is do this. Like that. Yeah, and there's the lights on the coach, and all you've got to do is do it again, and they go off. I've actually got a couple of coaches here, look, with them in. This is that other one's the third one, but that's what they look like. These are warm whites, and all you got to do is do that, or do that, and you can get them on and off. So you're not using battery life, because once you turn them off, that's it, they're off. So they're very, very good. So that is the first part. Now, this is, I was in Steve's a couple of days ago now, and like a moth to a flame, I have to buy another loco. This is the one I bought last week. I think it was last week, week before. Went in and found this one. This is the Class 24 Experiment. This is, the code number is 33-444. Now, I got it home. I've actually got this 21 pin decoder. 21 pin decoder, put it in, get the lights working at the front, light working at the back, but no cab lights. I thought, what's something wrong here somewhere? I'd forgotten the decoder, same, put that in. And what it is, you've got to have a 6-function decoder, because the other 4 do the back and fronts, and the other part does the cab lights. And what you've got with this is you can actually have the front on and tail on, or you can turn the tail off, or if you're going the other way, you can turn that end off, or then you can have the cab lights on. So there's all those different functions. There's 4 functions in there I can use. So if I actually go to here and put on the main lights, then we can actually just see them there. There you are. There's all the main lights. And what you can do with that is actually, if I do look at the back now, as you see, it's got the rear on. So if I just come over here and turn the rear off like that, that's how it's be doing. It's running. It's not running as a light engine. And then if I just put the cab lights on now, like this, The detail in there is beautiful. You can actually just see the fire extinguisher through the cab doors. It's painted. It's a really lovely motor, and it's running lovely. Now, to fit this as I did, you have to remember when you put Hornby trains, if you put them on the Hornby codes, you go by that. But any other ones, CV5 and 6, which are the mid and high range voltage ones, like this one, the Bachmann, as I've got with like this one here, you've got to control them, because otherwise, if you just put them on as normal, this thing will go round the bullet. So what I've done with this, of course, is if I just come over here a minute, if I just go into here, is, as you know, I've got GMRI, which is this. What I've got there is the Sprog, which I set up with my program track. And these are all the actual trains I've put onto the system so far. No, all of them there like that. Because what it does here, it tells you what the ID is, or basically what the name of the train is. It tells you the ID address, tells you which decoder it's got in it. There again, that's the number of the ID. What manufacturer it is, what the name of it is, or the model you made. There's mine, and at the end there's actually another bit which tells you when you last updated it. So what I did with this one, I put it on the system by looking for a new loco like that. I've done it, if you watch the other two I've done, you see how I've done it. So if I actually go to the experiment, which is this one here, and if I go to programs here, what I did then, I went to the motor and I put in acceleration at 15, deceleration at 5. These vary with each loco that I've got, or anybody else like your loco does. It's just the way it runs. This is quite nice for this one. So that's what I did with that one. Now, basic speed control. These are the 5 and 6, which is mid-range and maximum voltage. I don't use that one. What I use is this one, which is the speed table. So when I originally did it, I'd put this N1 here down here, and then matched it across there, and it was running round slow. So I moved it up a little bit more and did a match, put it on the track, and it's running around lovely now. So you've got all that, and then of course you've got all the function mappings that tells you where each of the different functions do. Also is in here, if I just come off there now, I go down here to the throttle. There's the labels. I haven't put the labels in yet, but you put the labels in and turn them on and off, like you do in Railmaster, whether it's a latched one or not. When it says locked here, it actually means it's latched. That's that one. So if I now go to throttle, which is down here, I can actually test run that train on there. I don't have to take it off the program track to put it on the main track. You do it all on one rail. And so there it is, and all you do then is you turn it on, you turn the light functions on, whichever they may be. Yeah, by putting the names in, these will automatically come up with different things. And then all you do is you run the speed up there, and that's how it all works. As I say, it's something I've had for quite a while. It's brilliant for doing double headers, because I can actually match double headers, no problem at all with this. So that's what I use, is the GMRI. If I come back to here now, if I actually turn all this lot off, well, I'll leave that one on, turn that one off as such, so now it's doing nothing. I'm going to just move the train back up to here so you know where it is, like this. So what I'm going to do now is, in here, as you know, I've got dozens of different things. These are train announcements, these are the programs. This one has actually got a program to it, but it doesn't seem to be running right at the moment. I've got to work on this one. So if I just do this, and I'll put the cab on.
The next train to depart on platform 2 will be the 12:50 The Red Dragon service to Bangor, calling at Chester, Flint, Prestatyn, Brill, Colwyn Bay, Llandudno Junction, and Bangor only. This train is formed of 2 coaches. First class accommodation is located at the front of the train. A buffet service is available on this train. British Rail would like to apologise to passengers for the late running of this service and any inconvenience this may have caused. Please mind the gap when boarding this train.
So this is set at 15. Doesn't go off like a bullet. Now that, of course, is not this train, it is this train. So all I do with that is, because everybody's sitting in here, I can actually do this and put that into the program. So actually just put this down here now and just run it in slowly into the station. And well, and I can actually now turn the lights off like that. So that is the new loco. See, going in Steve's is a nightmare to me because always you can buy something. But also what I've had come through is this, which is a 7-plank wagon from Bachmann, because I'm in the Bachmann club. When you renew your membership you get a new wagon, and then you get the catalogues and the magazines, calendar. The new catalogue will be out and about in February, which gives you 00 gauge, it gives you N gauge, it gives you 009 gauge, O gauge, and it does all the scenery stuff, all the buildings, everything else that they do. It's all in one book, so it's quite ideal for that. Anyway, so one thing is that I would like to thank everybody who's been watching my videos. Thank you very much. And also mostly to those who've actually subscribed to my channel, and mainly also is the people who donated to the channel as well. I thank you very, very much. So this is 182 now. So actually I've done. So anyway, so that's what I want to do is I like to help anybody I can. As you know, if you ring me on 01782 302194 or email me, I'm usually always here. I've got people, I've got real contacts over the years. I've been doing this. I've got a chap who rings me from Australia. I've got one in Sri Lanka. I've got one in Canada, America. I've got them all over the world which ring me on a constant basis. People, if you've only got a problem with a train, just give me a call. I'm like curious. I did have one the other day, and what it was is when it's running. First of all, he couldn't get the sounds working in the loco. I managed to fix that, but when the train was running a bit, once you start pushing the speed up, which is like basically pushing the voltage up or ampage up, what was happening is the train had shut down. So it was an old train. So I suspect from that what it was is the train is binding somewhere, and what happens with these decoders, they've got a cut off. So what happened is it gets to a certain power and then it just off it goes. It's gone. So that's the thing with it, is that he's got to sort that one out. I've just done a couple more layouts. So if you've got a layout and all you've got to do is contact me, well, you can send me the actual track plan, or as I do is go on to TeamViewer. I can actually pick your track plan up off your PC, put it into mine. I can put all your signalling systems in, like I do with mine here, like this, all the signals. And all you do then is, when I've done it, I email you back and you get back on TeamViewer, and in 2 seconds you've got the new track plan. You don't have to do nothing. This is not a business to me. I do this for the fun. It's a hobby. So I'd like to wish you all a happy Christmas. and a happy new year, and I'll speak to you again in the new year. Bye.